Dear Mr. Homekit, dear Dr. Kopokom, I'm very glad, dear colleagues, dear friends, I'm very glad for this opportunity to have a chance to present my country and the investment and economic cooperation opportunities between Singaporean and Armenian businesses. Of course, we have very good political relations, and all we hope that as a result of that this visit, we will be able to revive and develop our economic ties and relations. Of course, now Armenia is in the process of the very important economic transformation, because we intended, and our strategic plan is to transform our country into technological and industrial country, and we see and we are intended to open and create new opportunities for direct foreign investments. And first of all, it is the process of creation a really level playing field for all economic players. Now we have already started the process of the reforming of our tax code to make it more acceptable and more attractive for foreign investment. We introduced the flat income tax, and we are going to reduce the level of income tax until 20%, and it will happen within coming 3-4 years, and it is already written in our tax code. Another thing which is very important, we are going to make our juridical system really independent and reliable, and especially for securing foreign investments. Another very important thing to mention that we, of course, as was mentioned, we are the part of member of Eurasian Economic Union. We have GSP and GSP Plus trade regime with European Union and Switzerland, United States, and several countries. As you know, the agreement of about free trade has already ratified between Eurasian Union and Iran, and I think it is very good ground for making our country more attractive for foreign investments. I can mention some other numbers or statistics about our country. According to Doing Business Index by World Bank, Armenia is ranked 41 among 190 countries. By ease of starting a business component, Armenia is ranked 8th, and by registering a property, 14th in the vote. According to the Index of Economic Freedom, Armenia's economy is considered the 47th freest in vote. With its investment freedom component, Armenia is among top freest ones. And now I can assure you that we will have very tangible progress, and now we are in the huge process of making regulatory simplification in our legislation, and this process have actually started. The following important factors are notable for Armenia. We have very stable banking system compliant with international standard. As I mentioned in my last meetings, if you know, last year Armenia experienced a non-violent Velvet People's Revolution. Huge political changes happened in Armenia, but what is very significant, our banking system stayed very stable. There was no any instability in our financial market, even though a huge political changes happened, and I think it was connected also with the style of that changes, because there was no any violence, any casualties, etc. Everything was peacefully, and I think it shows the real opportunities for business in our country, and which is also very important. We have no any case of redistribution of property after these political changes. And it is very notable fact that can show our government real intentions and plans for support Armenian economy. And now we announced a new era now in our country, announcing our intention to bring economic revolution after political revolution. Our macroeconomic environment is stable, which is confirmed by a relatively low inflation rate and sustainable economic growth. The GDP growth in 2018 was more than 5%. In the first 3-4 months of 2018, 7.2%. The index of economic activity in the first 6 months of 2018 is about 9%. Membership of Armenia to World Trade Organization since 2003, and we have highly experienced, creative, and well-educated workforce. Various tax incentive schemes for investors are existing. 100% of property ownership for foreigners, except land, but the companies that are founded by foreigners can have land property in our country. Unrestricted access to any sector of geographic location within country, free and unlimited repatriation of property and profits, unlimited currency exchange on market rates, etc. And there is, I think, another very interesting fact, that IT sector in our country have grown 5 times within last 7 years, and I think it shows the potential on that. As far as the investigation potential and opportunities are concerned, I would like to mention first of all IT sector and technological sector, but I think there are some very significant opportunities in field of transportation and tourism. We are intended to found Armenian Airlines. Unfortunately, we have no. It's about national carrier, but there are some nuances about how to name it. But our intention is to have really competitive carrier, and we are intended, and so the experience of Singapore is very useful for us, and it is a model that we are thinking to have in our country as well. And I think our country can be very attractive in terms of ecotourism and gastrotourism, because nowadays my impression is that people all around the world, they are tired from luxury tourism, and they want to be more and more closer to nature. And Armenia has very very beautiful nature, and now this branch of tourism industry is growing in Armenia very rapidly. Last year we have 10% growth of tourists coming to Armenia. In absolute number, it isn't so huge, but we have continuous growth of number in this field as well. And I would like to mention we have quite good health system and health specialist, and the investment in the health sector also can be very interesting. And of course, now most famous brands of Armenians cognacs, brandies, and wines, and Armenian food also is very renowned in the European Union space. And in this field also, Singapore maybe can be a very convenient distribution ground for entering in the Asian market. And in this field also, I think there are many opportunities to invest.